Hey, well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, let's just not talk about life without you guys, because you guys know you are the number one thing on my mind. It is game day morning, guys. It is Dallas, Washington. This is my first memories of life. The trash talking between my father and his friends. He was a Dallas Cowboy fan, diehard, growing up in the Washington, D.C. area. And of course, at that time, there weren't that many Dallas Cowboy fans. But I can remember every time they played, it was always something special. And here we are. It's really special to me. This is the fourth year in a row that me and Jobu will have been going to the game at FedEx Field. And this is part of one of the dreams that I've had. My dream is to eventually have a Jobu mobile man cave. I love to cook, I love to entertain, I love football, and I love combining all of those. So you guys know I've been up half the night working on getting stuff together, and we're gonna have a ball. They were calling for a lot of rain. It was supposed to start after midnight, heavy rains, thunderstorms, and all that. And thus far, it has not been much of anything. In fact, it's going to kind of clear off a little bit and be cloudy. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Either way, we've got a tarp. But I do have some news to take care of, so let's get this out of the way. Trent Williams, arguably one of the best tackles in the NFL, who plays for the Washington Redskins, who has been dealing with chronic knee problems this season. In fact, has been saying he's going to go as long as he can go and try and put off getting knee surgery till the end of the year. Trent Williams is out. Let me say again, Trent Williams is out. This offensive line is truly like the New York Giants wide receiving core. It is beat up. You've got guys they've lost. They lost Moses. It's got two bad ankles. They lost their center. They lost another guy out for the season. I mean, it's literally a walking mash unit. They are signing practice squad guys. They are literally going to Kmart right now and looking for guys in the parking lot. Hell, they may be pulling fans out the stands to be out there blocking. This should be a feast for Tank Lawrence. This should be a feast for David Irving. It should be a good game for the defensive line going against that. However, this is Redskins Dallas. This is always a dogfight. You never know what to expect because our Dallas Cowboys, Lord help them, without Troy Aikman, his rookie year, beat the Washington Redskins, being their only victory of the season. That's right. So take the records, kick them to the side. They mean nothing. Take the injuries, kick them to the side. They mean nothing. This isn't the rivalry that it used to be, the trash talking, the hate, the animosity. Although, when one or the other gets on top of the other, Josh Norman and Des Bryant, you can kind of get a hint of what the rivalry used to be like. The rivalry wasn't friendship, after the games where we're handing and changing jerseys and stuff and praying together. No, 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 no. These guys hated each other. Back in the day, Des Bryant and Josh Norman, that was the norm. That wasn't an exception to the rule. So you have to go back and understand the history of these two teams. Cowboys and Indians, of course, natural rivalries. But you have to understand that Preston Marshall owned the whole southern football region, so to speak, in the NFL. And he wanted to keep that monopoly. Chet Murchison wanted to have a team. Preston Marshall didn't want him to have that team. He wanted to keep his dominance. So try as they tried to go ahead and get this franchise started, this expansion team, kept getting blocked by Preston Marshall. Until Chet Murchison bought the naming rights to Hail to the Redskins and held it hostage until Preston Marshall finally gave in and let the expansion Dallas Cowboys come to life, in which case they gave them the rights to the Redskin fight song. In retrospect, I'm kind of thinking, because I hate that song, it'd been nice they held on to that and just kind of burned it, but hey, it is what it is. But from that time, they always hated each other. I've talked to you guys before about the Chicken Bowl. There was good old Dexter Manley talking about cleaning out Danny White's clock. There was the Over the Hill Gang and the Doomsday Defense, George Allen, who hated the Cowboys. There was Joe Gibbs, who talked about the Dallas Cowboy fans being the ugliest fans in the world, and evidently he forgot about the Eagles or the Raiders. But this is the history of the NFL. And sadly, we've been playing more for the toilet bowl than for the glory we used to play. It used to be that one of these two teams more than likely was going to the Super Bowl, because these guys were the cornerstone. The NFC East, the Super Bowl always went through it and generally came from the NFC East. I'd like to see that happen again. Yes, I'm saying I'd like to see the Redskins be good again. Good enough that the Dallas Cowboys can come in and rip their frickin' hearts out. Got some more cooking to get ready. Got to get everything packed. We'll be over there. The gates open 4 hours before kickoff, so that's about 12:30. But we're going to try and be there about 11:30 to make sure we get a good spot. We've got signage for our tarp and stuff, and as soon as we set up, I will do a video and let you guys know exactly where we are, because we're hoping to have a fantastic day. Maybe the sports gods will look out on us and hold off on the rain. But either way, we're going to have some fun. Guys, thank you as always. I'm Mark Holmes. It's Cowboy Jobu. Thank you guys for being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Let me get busy after I enjoy this cup of coffee. Wow. It's game day, guys. First and goal on the 1 yard line. The Dallas Cowboys and Cowboy Jobu. Touchdown, and the home crowd, Dallas Cowboys, go off for the 10.